Hi, guys. Welcome back to the Team Nerd podcast. Where our best advice is if you want to do it right, collect what you like. Back home, it feels so good. The music coming in. We got members, old people from the community, man. I feel energetic. But we're back. Top picks of the week, y'all, for August 4th, 2021. So you already know this is a big week, right? I mean, we got massive picks for you guys, diverse. We got stories to tell. Look at me flipping over my own words like I'm rapping. Whatever, though, But I'm going to go ahead and get this roll call going, and then we'll go get to the Her chat, and then we'll go ahead and get those top picks. Without further ado, what's going on, my brother Alonzo?
You know what? Not much. It's good to see you, Steve.
Oh, it's great to see you, man. I missed you.
I don't think I've seen you in a while, so this is good. I'm like, look at that. We got a star.
Nah,
we got a rapper.
We got a choker.
Steve.
A choke, man. That was it. JR is ready. He was like,
I haven't watched it, so I'm not going to say anything about
you know
it.
what? You guys have to watch Steve in DJ Link's channel. They had a rap battle. It was epic. Steve killed it. Guys got to watch it. And just to kind of move things along, this is Alonzo, aka Comics and Pops, comic book nerd, and your pop culture fanatic. Over to you, Jeff. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me back, of course. And I actually did catch that episode of DJ Links. Boy, you killed it in that first round. Killed it. But I don't know why I'm not going to give it away.
Man, they gotta watch it.
Yeah,
time is of the essence. I will say that.
Yeah. So I'm just your love geeking out with you guys. And again, my name is Jeff. I'm at Geek Driven, and I'm gonna pass it over to Jeremy.
What's up, everybody? Sparks Comics. You promised me comics. You know who it is. I love hanging out with you guys. Ready to talk about those top picks for this week. Lots of good ones this week. Oh yeah, gonna bring some indie picks for you, of course. So passing it up to JR.
What's up, folks? Hey, everyone out there that's not at fucking Terrificon, which is most of the crowd?
Whole community,
man.
Everybody.
Everybody went.
JR, your resident asshole. I don't know about the rest of you guys, but watching this weekend of looking on Instagram and watching all this shit, I'm just like, I was like, good God. First off, put some mask on. Second off, 30 deep some of these photos were. But anyways, I'm gonna quit bitching for now. I'll pass it over to Steve. What's up with your big head over there, sir?
Nothing much, man. Just it's there, right? It's whole, It's on top of my head,
Your hat fits, at least.
Yeah, that's it, man. You got to get those fitted, bro. That's it. We ordered them. We got them. They're still available, guys. Hit us up.
I gotta get myself one of those.
Oh, man. Just hit us up, brother. We got you. It is your boy, Steve, a.k.a. hiphopsendme_comics_collectibles. I don't have a follow-up to that rap, so I'm just going to go into it. You already know, one troll scale collector, comic book lover, and chaser of all things nostalgic, and glad to be home, y'all. But without further ado, let's go ahead and holler at this Her chat. Oh, girl, you already know. Sheena, hey, girl, hey. What's cracking? We're going to go ahead and hit the Her chat. You know. Oh, we got Comics Talk Weekly. We got Phil up in the building. What's going on, brother? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Phil is the man. Always with the snacks. You got Something Wong. Something white is going to happen, man. My man Something Wong said, you better get 8 Mile on their ass, dude. That was all inspiring, bro. I was just like, I don't want to let them down. But I think we are caught up with the Her chat. If I missed you, no, we got Rage and Cajun Comics just popping up, man. Flash by night, también, just in a flash, catching a mad dash. We got Bricks, the Iron Geek, my brother, just lifting for the heavens, dude. You got Azores Tigers, my brother, coming out of that woodwork, digging all those dusty grails out the woodwork. You got Nikki's Comics Addiction, man. It's a good addiction to have, brother. I got my own, You got El Guavos. If I said that wrong, lo siento, mi amigo. Oh, man, you got Real Rude 6 BLCC, the biggest little city collectors. man, they up in it. If you guys miss their shows, 4 p.m., get you some. Put that calendar notification. We got Uncanny Swag. Uncanny Swag is in the building, man. Can you ever battle a name like that? Mm-mm. Peter Thornton, what's cracking, my brother? What is cracking? Good to see you, my brother. All right, man. I think Flash by Night, I'm gonna highlight you because I know you came in here and just like Flash, man, you just passed by. Just gone like the wind, baby. Oh, we got Dave Collects. Yeah, my brother. What's cracking, man? Spine Ticks Familia, as well as BLCC Veterano, man. If you guys missed that rewind, man, you guys went 7 hours deep, man. That is, we got Kenny 9.6 Dweller Bishop, bro. Oh my God. Thank you for joining us, my brother. We appreciate you. And with that being said, I know Geek Driven and I know Jeremy are up in here. And we got Remy Q, baby, dude. Man, Remy Q had the bars. Remy Q had those bars, man. He brought the fire. He brought the heat, man. He got your boy. That's it. He got your boy. He took him out. He bodied him, and that was it. But hey, man, we got some Team Nerd Herd stuff working in the mix right now, and we're gonna go ahead and hit it. Go ahead, Alonso. Go ahead and get the reel going. Let's hit it, brother. I'm ready to jump right in.
All right. Let's go. So this is the top picks for New Comic Book Day for August the 4th. So let's get rolling. What do you got for us, JR?
So we are getting down to the nitty gritty on Immortal Hulk. Al Ewing is, if you haven't been reading this book, you've been fucking up. Let's just flat say, I'm not even a Hulk fan. And this book is probably one of the most seminal reads of Hulk there's been. This borderline's right on that horror aspect and adds a new dimension to Hulk that hasn't been there for a long time. Because to me, Hulk was fucking boring. I have friends that love him, but all he did was get mad and beat shit up. It's like, I can do that. But Al Ewing has just done this twist to him to kind of go in the psychology of him, dealing with his daddy issues, and just it's a giant mind trip. I don't know. Has anyone else been reading this title?
I have, and it's nuts. I mean, seriously, that writing is so insane, but it kind of makes sense. I mean, the whole like Green Door and how like if you've kind of been into that realm, I mean, you're carrying all this like extra baggage. I mean, it is nuts. It is so well written. And the art's fantastic.
And it's so sad to see this run come to an end. But I imagine they've got a plan. That's why they're doing it. But
they're swapping though, right? Because isn't Kate's taking over the new run? That's gonna be
Yep.
And then so Al Ewing will be and Rom V will be on Venom. So
yeah.
But you are right. Reading what Al Ewing put down, man, it's been fire.
I'm not a huge Al Ewing fan, but when he's getting it right in this book, and it's one of those things. I'm a firm believer. If you're doing it right, leave it the fuck alone. Just let it run its course. If it starts dipping, then bring in some like Danny Cates.
I feel like Al Ewing probably had a set, like he knew how long he wanted to do it for and when he wanted to stop it, and
probably
he's hit where what he wants to say about Hulk. But now we'll probably get Hulk in space with a sword coming soon.
Well, I know we got Avengers. We got like World War.
I'm like, didn't we get that already with World War Hulk?
Right. I mean, Donny Cates likes his swords though.
Yeah, I mean, who knows? He may end up showing up in Thor eventually. I mean, they're going to do something with the Winter and the whatever from Down Under or whatever they're calling it, the guy from below, or I forget the name of the character. They probably have him and Winter go off against each other and use Thor and Hulk to fight. So.
I have a question because I haven't read the whole series, and I've heard great things about it. And I've been stacking since I've been back. Yeah. But had they ever rectified the whole Hawkeye killing him, even though he asked him to?
What do you mean by rectified it? I mean, like, have
they not rectified it, but like, have they had a? Because I know he hasn't been in any other book. So has Hawkeye have they had a conversation? Is that going to be like the next step? You know what I'm saying? Because is he coming back to the whole Marvel?
What was that? Avengers 784, 782, something like that, where he made his official return as the Immortal Hulk. I think Hawkeye was around for that.
Okay.
I believe so, yeah.
I don't remember the exact like what the confrontation or anything was then, but it was somewhat addressed originally, but not in this series.
But there's never been like they've never sat down, had coffee, and go like, "Thank you for doing that," or "Fuck you for doing it."
They had a dinner date.
Yeah,
yeah.
They had a little powwow.
Right.
Exactly.
I don't think
Sit down for some shawarma.
Bruce is pissed off at Clint for doing it.
I think he's more pissed that it didn't work.
Yeah, I think so.
Probably.
He wants to be dead. He wants this to be over.
Yeah, because it was torture.
And they haven't had anything with him and Cho either about Cho taking his powers too. So
that could be.
Yep.
But this has all been about his daddy issues, and he's never been good enough for his father, and it pushed him to be a scientist and try to with the gamma bomb and all that stuff. So that's what this is. It's a whole psychological read.
Mm-hmm.
It's very well done though.
I wish I could have kept reading it. I dropped off of it mainly just number of things I was reading, and Hulk's not my character, but I loved it.
Yeah, no, I get it. I mean, Hulk's not my character either, but it's just such a well done read.
Yeah.
Yep.
Al Ewan knocking it out of the park.
Yep.
Pick up some trades, bro.
All right, and this brings us to you, Sparks. What do you got for us?
Yeah, bringing in some indie books here. AWA Upshot, Artists, Writers, and Artisans, what that stands for. Not All Robots, a new one from Mark Russell and Mike Deodato. So I love that homage cover B there as well. Totally. But essentially, robots taking over the workforce. I mean, this sounds, you kind of heard some of these stories before with robots taking over and things not going as expected. But every human family has their own robot that's assigned to them. And they're completely reliant on these robots. Like they don't know how to do anything. Bender.
That's great.
Oh, man.
I was thinking the same thing.
Me too. As soon as it came in, I was like, my man.
Oh, that's great.
Got me in tears already, bro. Jeez.
Oh, I love it. Oh, man. So the family they're following has a robot whose name is Razorball, not Bender. Sorry. Ominously spending his free time in the garage working on machines, which they're pretty sure are designed to kill them.
Oh yeah.
So pretty similar to some AI stories we've heard before, but it seems like we're gonna get a different twist here. And it's I believe 5-issue miniseries. Well, it doesn't really say, but it is for mature readers. So.
Oh, dude, this I cannot wait for.
I feel like it's kind of like Humans. You know that sci-fi show or the BBC show that came out like a couple years back?
I heard someone compare Made in Korea to that.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't get that independent book. I didn't end up picking up, but I'm hearing great things. I mean, this is a short step of reality, guys. I mean, you're seeing robots dancing around and shit. You know, when they make them dance or they make them shoot like half-court shots,
right?
It makes me sit back and go, we're gonna die. We are gonna die.
Terminator is here now.
Skynet is around the corner.
Oh man, I got a Louisville Slugger waiting for it.
Even Bite Size to a degree is kind of like they're working on robots that are able to self-replicate and do different things.
Yeah, they're exploring into this sci-fi stuff. I'm here for it. This doesn't seem like this is part of the Resistance universe, like Moths, Erratic, or the Resistance. Seems like it's its own story, so I like it. The cover A is Raza, the one on the left, and then the cover B is
Deodato.
Yeah,
It is Deodato. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. See, I like the cover B a lot.
Me too.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
Cover.
So do I.
Brother.
That's nice.
That's also freaky because it feels like it's a telling thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. That's it. It's like a horrifying nightmare when you look at it.
Like why are they featured on as a human, right?
Yeah.
Yep. They're taking over.
They are. And then also too, Sparks, you have a cover of the week for us too, right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
That's badass right there.
Stray Dogs #5, second print, 1 in 10, which is an homage to The Crow. Just phenomenal series, phenomenal like homages across the board on all of these books. And we know, the series is hot. People are buying these up. So, if you get a good deal on it, if you haven't already pre-ordered it, pick it up.
Speaking of, this book right now, I've seen going for no less than like 40, 45.
Yeah.
For this cover.
I think when I pre-ordered, I've potentially getting it from my shop, but I pre-ordered in case they charged a lot. I think it was 25.
Yeah.
And it's only gone up from there.
But I was also going to say, did you ever, I noticed you were thinning your herd of books. And I saw you had the Blair Witch cover.
Yeah.
Did you sell that sucker?
I did not. And so I think I have enough money for what I needed for right now. So I think I'm holding it.
It's safe. It's safe.
Nobody bought it. It was a decent price too.
No, very decent price.
It knew whose owner it was, Jeremy. That's what it was. It was like, I cannot go.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for the fact I bought a couple other things coming up.
Yeah.
I was just like, and I'm not a dog person, but that was a badass cover.
It's so cool. I love that one. And I didn't want to get rid of it, but I knew that would be,
What's going on,
easy
brother?
enough money to get to what I needed, but it's still there. So
lucky.
What about that Something Is Killing the Children, that 6th print?
Still staring at it.
Wow.
But he doesn't need to sell it anymore.
I don't need to sell it right now.
He's like,
he's staring for a while now.
I know.
Right
Just in case you guys don't know, you should head over to Sparks' IG. He has some comic books listed there.
It's true.
There's great deals to be had. I would definitely go there, just hang out, just take a look at what he's got.
He's taking on the IG post right now. Look at him. He's taking it down right now. You better hurry up.
That's right.
If not to admire it and send him a message and go, Jeremy, that is a swell cover.
Look, I don't know what else. People who might have got some books from him. So they got some good deals.
I was trying to get good deals and cover myself in case work decided to still not pay me. Supposedly I'm getting paid tomorrow. They just completely screwed everything up, but stupid things. So I was just trying to cover myself in case they didn't.
He does have a couple cons he's going to pretty soon though, so he may need extra money.
There you go.
Yeah, that's what I'm using. Anything that if I ended up getting paid tomorrow, all that money that I got from this is going to pay for cons. So,
all right, that's it, man. Planning ahead.
It was time to make some sales, anyways.
For sure, bro.
There you go. And to continue to make sales, check out his IG, guys. All right, and then it's rolling on to me. So I really like the art for these ones. This is the Spirit of Vengeance. The Spirit Rider #1, and it's written by Taboo from Black Eyed Peas fame and also from Werewolf by Night. A brand new character is going to be introduced here called Kushala, and she is going to be like the Sorcerer Supreme / Spirit of Vengeance. So it's awesome. And these covers look fantastic. Even the cover A to me looks amazing. And I'm really looking forward to this. Native American and, again, Sorcerer Supreme and Ghost Rider combination. What else? What more do you want?
Yo, that A cover is our boy Takashi, man.
Takashi Okazaki.
And then that Syncovix. Oof, look at that cover.
That A cover feels like a little homages to feeling to like the old 90s Ghost Rider.
Ooh. Yeah, like I could see that.
It's just that feel, not exact homage, but it's just the feel.
I get that on both covers, to be honest, because that second cover reminds me of something. I just cannot, with the sword the way it is and everything. It reminds me of something. I just can't think of what it is.
You know what? I didn't even notice the skull for the Sankovic cover at the bottom.
Yeah.
I just noticed it right now. I'm like, oh
yeah.
Dang.
Awesome.
I'm really
covers.
shocked that they're
Bravo. What's cracking, brother?
Sorry, Jeremy, go ahead.
Oh no, you're good. I was just saying awesome covers.
I'm really surprised that there's not more like store exclusive covers for this. Being that it's a brand new character,
so
combining
this isn't her
and stuff.
first appearance, right?
No,
she was in
Doctor Academy.
And lay it on me, Jeff.
Doctor Strange and the Sorcerer's Supreme issue number 1. I believe.
Yeah, I think that when Ileana was it, right?
I think that's her first appearance. Then she has like a good cover appearance on issue, I want to say 3 of that. I also have a Jen Bartel cover of her from recently. I think it was a in black.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
The women one, right?
Yes.
Women of Marvel one. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. She's on that one.
Is that mini series that came out a couple years ago?
No.
Yeah, like the different Sorcerer Supremes and stuff.
Yep. And the Sorcerer Supremes. Yes.
I don't remember where I have that, or else I'd grab it.
Yeah, I've got that in my back issue somewhere too.
Yeah.
I appreciate it, guys. I did not know. I am going to be hunting for this book because I
got it on the poll.
I mean, she looks awesome.
In the dollar bins.
Yeah, Taboo is still local, I believe, to Southern California.
Mm-hmm.
I used to go, I guess, clubbing with him back in the days. And those guys are the nicest guys. They are 100%. Down to earth. They are super geeky. Mm-hmm. And this guy knows what he's doing. He knows what he's talking about. He's also Native American.
Yep.
So this is his cup of tea, and I want to go support him. And these covers are fire, so why not?
100%.
This was the Jen Bartel cover.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
This was, I think this was the Ghost Rider tie-in to King in Black.
Yeah,
if I'm not mistaken.
Dude, I'm gonna have to pick that up. Seriously, Jeff, Jeremy, thanks so much for pointing that out to me, man. Seriously, thank you.
But that's the first.
Absolutely.
And see, I think she might have been on one of the covers. She might. That Sorcerer Supreme series.
Mm-hmm.
She might have been on one of those covers.
Yeah.
I want to say issue 3 of that. If
I'll be grabbing it for sure.
Doctor Strange. Yeah, I'm gonna do a quick search.
All right, you're gonna do the Google.
Doctor Strange and the Sorcerer Supremes.
Pretty sure she's like on the back left. Sorry.
No worries. So this is my cover of the week, and I couldn't pass it up. I don't do many cover of the weeks. I leave that to like Steve and Big Rob and Ian, but I couldn't pass this one up. This is We Don't Kill Spiders, and this cover is amazing. I dig it. I love it. I love that purple. It just, oh my god, it's really haunting.
Yes.
We don't know if this is a store exclusive. All I know, if you go to League of Geeks and you look for this particular book, it's one of only 2 covers there. So I'm thinking it might be a cover B or one of those incentive ratios. Jeremy, do you have any news?
Yeah, so I was looking. It's on his website, John Gallagher's website, UncannyKnackComics.com. It's also, I think, Sad Lemon Comics, and there's one other I saw. Peg City Comics. I don't know who that is. So I haven't heard of them before.
I'm not going there. Peg City. Fuck that.
And then to go back to the Doctor Strange stuff, she's not on the cover of issue 1. She is on the cover of issue 3, like front and center. We've got some like tarot cards popping around. It's a really cool cover.
But her first appearance is in issue 1, right?
Yes, and then first cover in issue 3. And
it's Sorcerer Supreme?
Doctor Strange and the Sorcerer's Supreme.
All right, cool. I'm down.
So get hunting.
Thank you guys.
Oh yeah, dude.
Absolutely.
All right. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, to me, dude, this looks like a scene from a freaking horror movie, dude. The best type of horror movie that they can kind of conjure up, man. Because as of now, man, they've been bringing some new movies out, like Night House. Very dark, but this, great pick, Alonso. My bad.
I don't want to know what the hell he has to do with spiders, man. And I don't know what kind of spiders he's dealing with.
You just don't kill them. You just leave them alone.
It is Joseph Schmalke, so we're probably getting into some demonic stuff here. I mean, he's all about that.
Yeah, you got the
All
chat,
right,
man. You got the homies just yelling it out there.
I know. And then we got Jeff. What do you got going?
Yeah, so I picked my pick is the Joker, a puzzle box. It's supposed to be a mystery. So they find a mystery box, this puzzle box, and the GCPD have all these criminals in their cell, but no one wants to talk and no one has information except for the Joker, of course. And it says he's holding all the cards. And this is, I want to make sure I get this right. So this was by Matthew Rosenberg, Jesus Moreno, Joshua Hickson, and Ulysses Areola. And I mean, anything with the Joker right now is pretty hot. The Joker series has been pretty good, and I'm interested in what. I mean, just look at the art. This looks interesting alone, just the art itself. So this 100%. Has got me hooked.
Sounds like The Usual Suspects to me.
Yeah, just the synopsis. Like
Kaiser Soze action going. Yeah.
And this is in the main DC universe that this story takes place, right?
Who knows?
I don't know if it's Black Label. Yeah, I don't see Black Label on here.
Right. That's what's got me. I'm like, Joker's got his one story going on right now. He's getting another one.
DC continuity issues?
I think they have a Suicide Squad Joker book coming out that same week.
What? I think you're right.
Yeah, they're hunting for him, right?
Suicide gets the Joker or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Joker's everywhere.
Yeah, he's hot right now.
We've got multiple people who've been the Joker too, so
we got multiple Jokers.
Yeah. So maybe we got different Jokers in different stories.
Yep. All right. So and then you also have a cover of the week.
Yeah, so I picked the A cover here with Silk. I am going with this one because you have the demon in the back, which is basically, this is the big bad right now. If you've been reading, I don't want to give it too much away, but there are some demonic stuff going on here. It's related to Japanese mythology. And even though, Silk is Korean or Korean American, and so it's just a really cool cover where you have different types of mythology going on here, and I think it's really hot in the sense of it's going toward the whole MCU is going toward Asian superheroes. You've heard all the rumors that they're trying to create like new agents of Atlas. Thank you.
Yeah, that whole crew, and she's part of it.
Yep, she's part of it, and this is of course written by Maureen Gu. And she was just interviewed. I mean, she was just on the show, Thursday?
Yeah.
Yep. You guys did great. So
everyone go check out that rewind.
Such a fun interview.
You guys did great, man. I got to check it out, man. And I was like, that was the part that was missing because I was talking to Alonzo. I'm like, I don't think I'm going to make it, and watching you guys, man, you guys had great chemistry. Good fun, man. You guys did great.
I had so much fun.
Thanks. It was great to get to hop on for that.
All right, man. So you got my pick, the me you love in the dark, Scotty Young. All right. That right cover right there is an incentive. I already know I've already put it on my poll, but let me go ahead and hit you with this synopsis, guys. Let's go ahead and get you. This is one I would pick up just for the simple fact that he hasn't written anything other than Strange Academy, but a lot of more independent. He did Middle West, and Middle West was a hit. I mean, it was a great book. This is a different direction. It's basically okay. So the artist is Jorge Corona, and then it's an artist named Ro retreats to from the grind of the city to an old house in a small town to find solace and inspiration without realizing the muse within is not what she expected. Fans of Stephen King and Neil Gaiman will enjoy this beautiful, dark, and disturbing story of discovery, love, and terror. Just that for me, it sets in the premise. I want to get involved with this book, man. And I'm all on a horror trip now. So now I think in reassessing books and stuff like that, even though I've been buying books, I think I'm going to lean a little more towards Sparks, man. Like he's been guiding that light, man. Him and Caroline are those beacons of light. So like, come to the light side. And independence, man. I'm all for. So this story right here, I would pick up a couple more copies than the norm. I just feel like this is going to have some steam, and the covers alone and that's just a synopsis for me is what sold me. So definitely pick it up. And dude, my cover pick of the week. Oh, go ahead, Jeremy. My bad, dude.
I love his writing. I was agreeing with that comment. Love in Strange Academy. I haven't gotten to read Middle West, but this is the same team. I think Jorge Corona was the artist on Middle West too. So
yeah. So you gotta believe that this is gonna be like that. Covered the black and white reminds me of something that they did with Middle West. The last issue of Middle West looked like amazing.
Yeah,
and I totally missed out on that. I was gonna pick it up as a cover buy, and then I noticed that I missed out on the whole storyline. Went back, picked up the trades, read them, and fell in love with it, man.
Yeah, I got the trade for the first volume waiting for me to read it still for Middle West.
I'll get on it.
Can't wait,
brother.
I believe he also wrote "I Hate You" fairy tale.
Yes, or I Hate Fairyland.
Yeah,
that's what it was.
or
yes, that's it. I hate Fairyland.
Yeah, that
the cover bees.
I fucking hate Fairyland.
It's like fuck Fairyland.
Yeah, something like that. He is not doing the art on this.
No, it's Jorge Corona.
Then I might check it out. It's hard for me to when his art is very light, and when you do a dark story, I just get pulled out of it.
Yeah,
I'm not saying he's a bad artist, but I'm just saying
that is his art on that cover on the right though too.
Yeah. Neither one of those covers pulls me in.
No,
but I'll check it out. I'll flip it open and see how it looks.
You know what though? There's so many store exclusives for this though. I mean, there are a slew of them.
There was a Zoo one that was beautiful.
Oh my god!
I missed out on that, dude. I was so
fast.
Dude, I reached out to her, messaged her. I was like, man, I missed out on that cover, but the texture in her painting, dude, you could see it in towards like the middle, and she's killing it, man. I mean, I think Zoo is like if you're looking for like next year. I mean, congrats to Peach, but when I look at a Zoo, I look at something a little more abstract, a little more avant-garde, and it perfect for this storyline. The cover was epic.
Yep. I still miss that Something Killing the Children one that she did.
Nah.
Oh, I got that, baby.
See, the white cover didn't draw me in as much. Her covers for that, but the one for this was good. She's done some killer ones recently.
Oh yeah.
And then Steve, you also have a cover pick of the week.
Oh man, my cover pick of the week has got to be my man Gabriel Delatto. Look for the ratios, like to look at Gabriel Delatto's work is masterful. I mean, I think he really kills it, and he has been killing it. I've been buying so many of his exclusives and stuff like that. I didn't catch on till some of the more expensive exclusives that he's had. But for my money, this is like a B cover. It's a cardstock. You're spending what, like $5, probably $4.99. It's worth it to me because think about it. If you were to go do it like on a Frankie's or Golden Apple or any other, store exclusive, to be able to get it at this price and to be able to look at a cover like this, just is dope, man. Bruce Wayne caught him perfect. And I seen this months ago when he was starting to draw it and everything like that. I'm like, dude, what cover is that going to be? Because I'm going to go broke. And to know that this is a cardstock, and I'm all for it, man. I'm ready.
He looks like he's in the Morbius chair.
He does.
Oh,
He looks like he's just chilling on a couch. I'm like waiting for him to do an L just kind of.
I feel like he's in his boss pose.
Oh yeah, dude, that's the most interesting man pose. You know what I mean?
I can see that. I can see that for sure.
He's all, now tell me, Selena. Followed by like it's like what's it called? A Sharon Stone moment, only for a guy, dude. He's just like, now tell me, Selena, and then he just crosses his leg, and all of a sudden it just skips to the scene upstairs. That's it. End story.
That's right, because we know from DC that Batman's a selfish lover, right?
Yeah, man. He can get it, dude. He's the man.
It's more like I don't always fight crime, but when I do, I do like Batman.
Yeah.
Oh,
we also know
nice.
from DC that Batman is hung too.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean,
Alrighty.
It's canon.
It
It's
is.
canon.
So this is our Captain Obvious pick of the week. And it's pretty obvious since Maureen Gu did appear on our show on Thursday to talk about Silk, amongst other things. So yeah, for sure.
let's rock.
I know all of us are going to be picking this up. What do you guys think?
100%.
So
I've been
excited
on
to see how this ends. Super cool. It's been great.
I would agree with Jeremy, man. I picked this up when we interviewed Alonzo, when we had a chance to interview her and everything like that. Well, I missed that one too, but I've been picking it up since then, man. And I'm sad to see it close out, man. Freaking epic. I freaking love Silk. I dig it. I like when I read it, I was like, I think JR will like this, being that it's not Peter. And the first issue he read, he's like, oh yeah, I do like it.
It's not my favorite book, but it's definitely not bad.
Yeah.
It's one of the few Marvel books I'm reading right now, so for me says something about it. But I agree. I mean, it's not the best ever written story or anything like that, but it's a very solid Silk story, I think, and so I'm enjoying it for that. I don't know. I remember who the artist is on the one kind of the top middle with the group shot. That one, every time I look at it, I'm trying not to buy store exclusives, but it speaks to me.
Yeah, that's Kyle New.
I like the one underneath that. I don't know, something about the mustard yellow background.
Yeah,
the traditional attire and everything.
I think that's the D cover or the incentive.
The 1 in 25.
Might be the 1 in 25. Yeah.
But yeah. I don't know. Like, I liked in issue 3. There's like a part where she sits down. Like, Jonah was basically, she shows up his apartment, and he starts feeding her.
Yeah.
And just kind of like, she's like, I can't take my mask off. If you're here, you're gonna know who I am. And he's like, well,
you gotta close your eyes.
Yeah, you gotta close your eyes. But I mean, I just thought it was kind of one of those things. Kind of like, yeah, it makes sense. It was kind of an interesting view of Jonah when it comes to a spider character.
I think that's because the relationship Pete and him have recently built. He's kind of learned to trust the spider people a little bit more. So it's kind of cool that we can see that dynamic play out in a different character.
He shouldn't trust Peter, though. Peter's a jackass. He should pull a gun on him every time.
Oh man. Alrighty, guys. Now we're jumping into catching up with the herd. So here we go. Bad Batch. And I guess we found out that I think I was the only one to watch this.
No, you were not. Jeff did it. He was already talking about it, bro.
Yes.
Jeff, you wanna lay it on me?
Well, I mean, this is one of those typical episodes where you're gonna get that cliffhanger, where not everything is gonna go right, and it feels like something big is right on the horizon after this episode. I really liked it. I like the planet that they went to. I like that it still involves a character that has shown up a couple of times already. I don't want to give too much away, right? Because I don't want to spoil it for our guys here.
Go right ahead, bro.
I know. I spoiled it.
Alonzo, don't give him MNF and.
I mean, we've only got like 3 episodes left for this season.
He just drops it on you, dude. He's like,
don't tell me.
Sorry.
But yeah, okay. So Rex shows up. He asks them for a favor, and he's gonna help. And they're gonna go help save another clone, basically. And they run into obviously the Empire, which they keep running to throughout the series, and not everything goes the way they want. And Omega is not happy when they have to at the end of this episode.
Yes, she is not. She had to. The team had to make a sacrifice. They had to leave somebody behind. But yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah, if you're not watching this,
you need to.
You need to. I feel bad that if you're not enjoying Star Wars, go watch this.
Don't coming in on us, bro.
these series by Dave Filoni are amazing. He's not missed. I mean, I swear, Dave Filoni is hit on everything. He's helped create the Clone Wars. He helped create Rebels. He got Ahsoka into the real life shows, right? Live action shows. I mean, he was George Lucas's protege for decades.
You know, it's funny though. Is there's a lot of diehard Star Wars fans that do not like Filoni because of
they're wrong.
Well, the reason they don't like him is because of the EU universe. Like he basically screwed over the EU universe or something, and so a lot of people don't like him for that.
Well,
there's no EU more good than bad though.
Right. I think that was probably not the best thing to do, but at the same time, in the new stuff that's come out since that's happened, the stuff that he's been involved with has been the best content coming out Star Wars wise. Filoni and Favreau together, the stuff that they've been doing especially is just phenomenal.
The one thing that, one of the new news I've heard recently, and it's kind of sad, but it makes so much sense. So everyone loves Rebels. If you haven't watched Rebels, you're doing yourself a disfavor or disservice. But they're talking about for a while that they're going to do a second volume of Rebels. Well, now because of Ahsoka, they're not going to. Basically because it sounds like Ahsoka is going to have a lot of the key players from Rebels in it. They're just going to bring them in live action.
But we got some casting of that, didn't we? We
got Ezra a couple weeks ago.
We got rumors, right?
Rumors.
No, I think it came out that we got Ezra during
and Thrawn, right?
Yeah, during Comic-Con weekend, we got confirmation.
We got Mikkelsen? Mads Mikkelsen?
Not Mads, his brother.
His brother Lars.
Playing Thrawn.
Lars.
Yeah.
And then I forgot who the kid was that's playing.
It's Masoud. It's the guy from Aladdin.
That's right. So they kind of said that there would be no point doing the cartoon. It would just kind of muddy things up. You have that and Ahsoka going at the same time.
Yeah, if you didn't know, Lars Mikkelsen is the actual voice actor for the actual Thrawn character in Rebels. So they're going the same route as they did with Bo-Katan, and then using the voice actor as the actual actor, which is not a bad pick. It's Lars Mikkelsen.
But then
not by any means.
I wish they could have done that. They should have done it with Ahsoka.
I wonder if that was her not wanting to do live action, or
no, they didn't like her as Ahsoka.
She is a little short.
She is a little short, and Rosario Dawson wanted to play.
She's a little short to be a stormtrooper.
Nice.
Anyway.
Yeah, whose ass is she kicking? But she laid into it, right?
Hey, Yoda's one of the smallest fucking Jedis out there, and he can kick most Jedis and most Sith's ass.
That's true.
Right, man. He's like E.F. Hutton, you know?
Defeated by old age.
Yep.
All right, and then we have Hawkeye will premiere before Ms. Marvel on Disney Plus. We're looking at a premiere date of November the 24th. Are you guys excited about this?
So excited.
Yeah.
Dude, I can't wait. It's closer to the holiday, man. You got Thanksgiving. Perfect to know that it's coming on before Ms. Marvel. So it sets everything up. And, dude, I'm digging everything that Marvel's putting out. The Loki show was dope. Everything that they're going to build up to. I mean, it's such a great time to be a comic fan, dude.
Yeah, all the connecting threads that you're using with 100%. All the shows, with all the the extra characters. It's amazing how they're interweaving everything, right? Because before you've never had this. You never had television mixing with your cinematic universes, and Feige is doing it seamlessly. There's no one's really questioning too much how connected they are, right? Everyone knows, this is connected. You've got these characters from the movies in these shows, so there's no disconnect where maybe you have HBO Max where you have shows for DC. You don't know if they're connected to the movies or not, right?
Yeah.
So these are amazing.
Even the ABC shows like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., where they said that they were connected, you're always like, are they? Like you got little hints maybe in I think season 1 and 2. There's a little bit of like a sprinkle of like this just happened in the like main universe, but there was never direct connection.
Thought Fury showed up once. Samuel Jackson showed up in the first
we
season.
might have had Fury once and
Sif showed up. Yep.
Yeah.
I think that was it. Like after season 2, maybe after season 3, there was zero connection anymore.
Yeah.
Which is sad.
You guys know that if you guys didn't know, Ike Perlman was the one running the television, of Marvel. And he definitely did not get along with Feige. This is why they separated their powers. They separated the divisions. And in the end, Feige won out. Ike Perlmutter's gone. Now Feige's in charge of all television.
Yeah.
Perlmutter really wanted Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. to be connected. He wanted that world because he got kind of kicked away from the movie section.
Mm-hmm.
And now Loki show, Feige has put in his own loophole, right? He goes, guess what? Sure, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. could have existed, but they're in a separate universe. They're one of the infinite different universes in the MCU.
Mm-hmm.
It's just not connected to our MCU.
And you know what could have been? Could have been like the first 2 seasons were part of this universe, and then they took some alternate timeline off of that.
Yeah, there you go. Something could have happened, different choice, and
they could explain all of that pretty easy.
I mean, I know that the director didn't say that the Peggy Carter scene in Loki was canon, or that was actually Peggy Carter. But if you really want to think about it, you can go, well, if that was Peggy Carter and she was a variant and they nixed her from the timeline, well, that means everything that followed her is gone. So all those television series are gone.
Yep.
Wow.
Also, dude,
I know,
blew my mind right now.
Also, that Inhumans show that never happened.
Yeah, God, I hope that never happened. I want to erase it from my memory.
I looked at it like this. I didn't even look at it. I had my finger.
That was another universe.
They pruned that timeline real quick.
Yeah, they did.
I haven't heard them say a word about that. They're gonna let that die out for a little while before.
The scary thing is that was originally a movie. Because remember they're billing it to be a movie.
Yep.
And then they were like, because I think they were going to do Peggy Carter season 3, and then they couldn't do it because she ended up doing Blind Spot or something. So they had to fill in. So they took the Inhumans script and just turned it into a TV show. And it was just so bad.
Well, that was
I wonder though, was budget part of the reason it was so bad? You know,
no, it was the divide.
It was a budget, and it was just bad. Right? I mean, how do you take Medusa and go, yeah, we're gonna take your powers, but we're just gonna shave your fucking head and make you the most useless character by separating you from Black Bolt. So like, there's nothing there for her now. They just ruined those characters.
Yeah, that was the reason why they had the divide. That was the whole Feige Perlmutter, disconnection right there, right? The Inhumans was supposed to be in the MCU as a movie. That's the only movie that ever got taken off the slate.
Yeah.
So
it's sad though that Netflix did better television than
those are
Shield and stuff. I mean,
yeah.
Are you surprised Feige had consultation over those?
Yeah, I know. And thankfully, it sounds like with Hawkeye, we're going to start getting some of the Netflix stuff back in there because
some street level
rumors
stuff.
We're getting rumors my boy Kingpin's showing up in there, and Murdoch is supposed to be showing up in Hawkeye also.
It'll be cool if we get some of that.
That's supposed to show up right before what do you call it comes out? Spider-Man. Like this show ends right before Spider-Man start.
It will.
You're gonna have JR walking on like sunshine and rainbows when he sees freaking Kingpin, and then he's gonna walk right into the movie for Spider-Man and walk right out.
Well, no, I actually enjoy the Spider-Man movies, and I've always had the rule of thumb that I will go and see them the opening weekend because I need the Spider-Man movies to do well, so that I'll get the movies like Daredevil, and I'll get the Echo and the other characters.
Mm-hmm.
Because the better the big films do, the more chance they're going to go, hey, let's take this B, C list character I mean, Daredevil's more of an A-list character now, but for a long time, he was like a C or D-list character.
Yeah.
So I'm fine. I have no problem with that. The only time I won't go see a movie the first weekend is like DC with Zack Snyder films. I will wait.
Copies are dying a little bit inside.
Shots fired.
Yo, no, the copy was in there and said what do you think about what you want to know what I think about Marvel books? So this is good. Go ahead, Gary, hit him with it, bro.
Well, no, my thing is just I don't agree with him as a director. I think he's a horrible director, and I'm gonna put my dollar where because they look at the first 2 weeks and they go, how good does the movie do? And I mean, yeah, my buck's only $10-15, but I'll go see it the third week rather than see it that opening weekend. Just because I don't care.
Okay.
So.
All right. And then
before this one, I was gonna say before this one starts, when does What If start? Do we know?
Yeah, in a week.
In a week.
In August.
I mean,
we are in August,
now.
brother.
Oh, wait. I'm sorry. Is it August 11th?
So a week from Friday?
Wednesday. It's a Wednesday.
It's a Wednesday one?
It's a Wednesday because
a week from Wednesday. Yeah, sweet. Okay. Not long.
All right. So did you guys have the chance to watch Ghostbusters Afterlife, the latest trailer?
Oh, dude, it was so dope.
Yeah.
All right. What did you guys think?
It was awesome, man, dude. I was in bed, dude, getting up for work. I jumped out of bed. I'm like, so hyped. I think this is going to be probably a box office smash for sure. Like, people are going to want to watch this in theaters. I mean, you're getting more people starting to go into theaters, man. I mean, I don't go myself unless it's like earlier. I try to get in and come out. That's it. But lately, man, there's been mad people at the theater, and this might be one to bring you in. It has a great cast, and come on, man, you got those old timers coming in, man. Come on, you cannot hate on that. I mean, they already got the freaking Hasbro, Ghostbuster line. They're already working on that, so it has to be a big thing, man. When you start to see toys and franchising and merchandise coming out, you got to keep your eyes on it. What did you think, Jeff? I know you watched too, right, brother?
Oh man. I will be honest, I absolutely teared up a couple of times. It's that nostalgia that hits you. That you only hope when they do these nostalgic movies, when they do these reboots, when they bring back your childhood, that they do it with like respect and they make you get that feeling from when you were a kid, right? Like that's the whole reason we all look forward to these kind of movies. And to me, it gave me all the feels. It added a little extra, sure. It added that Stranger Things kind of feeling with the kids. I don't mind that because it fits into this kind of world, right? And the fact that they got to, every little tool, device that they kept showing, and then the voice at the end. Not even the voice, the sign. Did you see the store sign?
Yes.
Raise a Colt.
Yes. And I was like, if you don't know whose voice that is, get out of here.
Yes, right? Yeah, there's the front door. Go ahead and take it. 100%. Yeah. Jeremy, what'd you think?
I didn't even know that there was a trailer out.
Oh, you took the steam out of Jeff's like.
Moving on. Did you see it?
I didn't watch. I don't typically watch trailers.
All right.
Because they always take all the best parts out of the movie.
No,
this was just enough.
Yes.
And let me tell you, it's created by Reitman. Okay, and that name should ring a bell.
Oh no! I know. I want to see this movie. I am looking forward to seeing this movie. I've been looking forward to seeing this movie.
Okay.
I just know I'm going to see the movie, so there's no point in me seeing the trailer because it's like I'd rather just wait until I see the movie and then see everything. Then
I get it.
Oh man.
No, but I mean it. Oh my god! I mean, it just sucks you in. It gives you. It makes you like. Want to see the movie even more. I mean, it's not like the other Ghostbusters movie that they did like 2-3 years ago.
Yeah,
it's not that bad. That movie is not that bad. The fact that they didn't connect it the way they should have connected it, and then they used still the characters from the originals, it just blew my mind why you would waste an opportunity like that. That's all.
Yeah. But this is gotta be the best, man. I mean, just their explanation to where, like where they kind of centered that town. They already knew what was happening, and it's just all mayhem, dude.
I don't want to spoil anything for you two, since you guys haven't watched it, and there's a purpose for why at least JR has not watched it. So I'm not going to spoil anything, but let me tell you, the connection to the old movies is there. If you don't understand, I'm not talking about just the end clip scene. I'm talking about like the whole premise of this whole thing is actually based upon the especially the second movie, but also the first movie, and you're gonna get that connection, and that's why I think this is gonna blow people's minds.
No, and like I said, I think it's going to be a good movie. It can't be any worse than the girls one, and it's not because it was the girls, because I liked Helmsworth and I didn't think the girls were horrible.
Right.
It just wasn't. It didn't catch that same feel as the original. It didn't feel
the same.
No.
Right. And I think, don't get me wrong, I love Leslie. I can't remember her last name.
Jones.
Yes,
Jones.
Leslie
Yes.
Jones.
She fucking makes me cry every time I listen to her comedy. She is hysterical. I think Melissa McCarthy is not that bad either. Mm-hmm. I think all the actresses that they had, I think Kristen Wiig was in there also. Kate McKinnon, I think Kristen Wiig was also in it, wasn't she?
Mm-hmm.
They're all.
It was the SNL cast.
Yeah, they're all phenomenal actresses. They just didn't work well together in that movie. That was the bottom line. I mean, that's sometimes the case. But it was sad to see that Helmsworth, known as an action star, was funnier than the girls that were known as comedians in that movie.
100%.
As far as this movie, I don't know when it comes out. When does it come out?
Comes out in let's see, November 14th, I want to say. Is that a Friday?
Okay.
I know it's around Thanksgiving. They said it's coming out Thanksgiving, but it's about 2 weeks before that.
I mean, I definitely will go see it if it's not showing up on Paramount Plus or Peacock or HBO Max or wherever.
We'll see where California is at that time.
Well, exactly. I mean, all those are killing the fucking movie market now.
Yeah.
Because like Paramount Plus has got, I think Snake Eyes goes on it next week or something. I think Rob was saying.
Yeah, Rob was saying. That didn't kill the movie industry that badly.
But I mean, you've got, and we'll talk about it later. But I mean, you had Disney do that with a lot of their movies. HBO's doing that with their movies.
Yeah, I just watched Space Jam on HBO.
And I watched Space Jam. I didn't think it was that bad.
Oh, it was horrible.
Oh, I haven't watched it yet.
It wasn't
the
great.
Nod to other stuff in it.
I'm going to go into it watching it like I'm going to pretend I'm like a 10 or 12-year-old kid who LeBron James is my hero. And then I'm going to go look at it that way. Because I think that's what that movie is about. That's what Jordan was all about at the time. And I mean, let's be honest. That Space Jam's original movie, it's cheesy too.
Yeah,
I loved it to death.
Yeah.
The difference between the two movies is you could tell this movie was all about LeBron.
Oh, okay.
It was.
There were
LeBron. I am better than Jordan. Type of movie, and it's one of those things. It's like I think Kobe would have, if he was still alive, God rest his soul. He would pass on this movie because he knows that he's not better than Jordan. You know what I mean? So
I don't know. He won an Academy Award.
Some would say different, bro. Some would say different.
As an actor, maybe he's a better actor, but I'm talking about as a basketball player.
The one thing that I really liked about that was that it kind of made it seem like, they could do more like crossover kind of things between their different movies. You see King Kong, you see The Mask, you see all these. It's more like Easter egg kind of like characters.
Yeah,
but it was pretty. I like that idea.
All right. Yeah. Okay. And then speaking of kind of like all those movies and news and notes, we got a lot of stuff that kind of came out this week. So the biggest thing I think for all of us is trying to figure out which show or movie the writer of Better Call Saul will be doing. Any ideas?
Man, dude, Better Call Saul it was such a good series. I dug it. I'm Breaking Bad. I mean, for God's sakes, epic's TV series, probably one of my top 5. To know that she's working on a Marvel show, I got to think that it's going to be something a little more mental. Because Better Call Saul kind of jumped around a little bit. They had really clever scenes. I mean, JR, we talked about this backstage. What do you think, bro?
I mean, well, first off, so we're taking everything off the table that's been announced. Is that right, Alonzo?
Yep, because this is going to be something that's brand new.
Okay,
and all the other stuff has writers already.
My first one would have been Moon Knight. I could see maybe she's doing Jessica Jones if they decide to bring Jessica Jones back.
I mean, if we bring in some of those street level heroes,
I could see
options there.
I could see her doing a Daredevil one if it spotlighted Typhoid Mary, because Typhoid Mary is a very mental character,
right?
And she has the split personality going. Something like that.
That's a good point.
I mean, if they continue with where they left Luke Cage off, and where it's basically doing the Shadowlands storyline of him replacing Daredevil as the Kingpin of Hell's Kitchen, I could see her doing that.
Could
go ahead, Jeff.
I would say she could tie in Jessica Jones and Luke Cage into one.
Oh
yeah.
Or
Marvel Knights. We get a lot of Marvel Knights centric shows now.
Yeah, well, I mean, those are definitely Marvel Knights shows.
I'd take a right turn here.
Okay,
go for it.
I'm going to go with maybe Werewolf by Night or a Ghost Rider show.
Ooh.
Because these have been some big rumors going around that these characters are off the board on any other project right now. They are in Feige's hand on a list somewhere. Okay.
Yeah.
Whether they have casting of any of these guys, I highly doubt it. I think they're working on the projects, writing it out, developing it. And she might be one of those people who have been talking to them about, they handpick their directors and writers. I'm telling you, they do. So they know how great Better Call Saul was or is. And that's what I think. But any of those shows would work. Any street level, I think, would work.
Yeah. I think now that you bring that up, that seems like that would be a good fit with
because it'd be different from what she's doing now as well, right? And you want the challenge as a writer.
Yeah, and they've been bringing, we're gonna go supernatural and start doing some of that stuff. And Werewolf by Night, Ghost Rider, those are perfect ones to start out with.
Oh no, are we gonna see the rise of the Midnight Suns?
Oh man,
Yes.
Jeff, I could totally see that because they didn't if we watched Hellstrom, right, on Hulu, that was okay, but it wasn't explosive, right? And it wasn't something special. This could be I could totally see them going in the direction saying, "Oh, you want horror? Okay, well, we're going to give you that dynamic too. We're giving you bits and pieces of everything else. We're going to blow your heads off with this as well." I totally
throw Lilith in there somewhere.
They could do also, if you're going in that realm, they can just do the Darkhold.
Right.
I mean, because that was a book at one time.
Mm-hmm. There was a team.
Right. But it was like Hannibal, and it was, I'm not talking about I'm trying to think what the team was. It was Hannibal and a couple other like
Blade.
Was it Blade? It wasn't the Midnight Suns.
No, but it was
right around those
two characters, I think side Blade characters.
Yeah, they're all like sidekick.
Mm-hmm.
They're like C-list characters that
Maybe
made up the Darkhold. But I could see them doing for a season, doing those as a thing, and then going, well, this episode brings out Ghost Rider.
Right.
This episode brings out this person.
It all depends on what they do with Doctor Strange, right? Because does Doctor Strange have the Darkhold, and by having the Darkhold, does it release the vampires, the zombies.
We know where the Darkhold is.
Yeah, Scarlet Witch.
Scarlet Witch has got it.
And
right, no,
we're
but what I'm
vampires
saying,
because of Blade.
I'm talking about the movie because she's going to be in that movie.
True.
But she's physically got the Darkhold right now.
Right, no, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying what
By
will
the
happen
end.
in the Doctor Strange movie because she's going to be in it. The Darkhold's going to be involved.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
There's a Darkhold series coming out soon from Marvel. Is that right? There's like a mini series.
I think so.
Probably.
A 6-issue, I think. So, and I think isn't like Doctor Doom and Scarlet Witch supposed to be in that or something?
I don't know.
Or maybe
I don't
just
know.
Doctor Doom, not Scarlet Witch.
Yeah, she's in a little pickle right there.
She's a little not alive, right?
Well,
yeah,
do you guys know where Doctor Doom is right now?
yeah, and
Space Guardians?
he's far away from Earth.
Yeah.
Okay,
He's in a raccoon's
I'm not
body
crazy
right
thinking
now.
that.
Yeah,
Ultra saying Doctor Doom, Scarlet Witch.
yeah. See, so
Okay.
Breadcrumbs are being led. Yo, you guys got if you all these 30 people that are in the chat chilling. You guys want to listen when Ultra and Jeff be putting it down, man. Jeff is just blowing my mind right now. Ultra, man, just dropping those breadcrumbs. I know, like I'm like, God, where's my pen?
It just all depends on where they want to go. I mean, the world's open right now. I have a feeling though we're not going to get the Darkhold stuff until after we get Blade dropped.
Absolutely.
I
think when Blade comes in, that opens the doors to more supernatural stuff if things go well there.
Well, Blade's not going to be in Phase 4, so we won't see it for like at least a minimum of 3 to 4 years.
Yeah. Whereas I think we're going to end up getting a Daredevil sooner than that.
That's so weird, though, is like Blade's been announced for so long. We've got the team for that and everything.
Well, you have to remember we missed out on almost like a year and a half. So, I mean, it would have been in, 2 years that we would have got Blade and in Phase 5.
Well,
true.
The one thing also, though, from what I understood, when this kind of early on when this started, once Australia opened up their borders, basically, from what I heard, Marvel had built a camp there. And like they've got all their people stationed there, and they're just fucking knocking stuff out, like going back to back to back, and just keeping everyone on site and doing it that way. And so they're going to knock out a whole bunch of like the next 4 or 5 years of material.
And not just that, they're also using the Mandalorian technology they use, where they're in that in studio in that dome.
Yep.
Oh, they are going to be doing a lot of different things to get around all this pandemic stuff, and we're still going to get our good old shows and movies.
Well, we need something.
Yep,
I need it.
All right.
Go ahead, Alonzo. Hit him.
No, I was going to say, so let's just kind of move on and keep things rolling a little bit. If you guys didn't know, Transformers is getting a re-release.
I can't wait. Can somebody hit the song? Can somebody sing the song?
About this?
Like, if you cried for that trailer for Ghostbusters Afterlife, come on, we're all gonna cry here.
I'm gonna get PTSD going to the theater watching this.
Yeah, man, this is speaking to my boy JD's heart right now, dude. He's Transformers,
I actually saw this in the theater twice when I was little, and I cried both times.
Go ahead and sing the song, Alonzo.
I remember where I saw it.
You got the touch.
I saw it at the Buena Park Mall theater when they used to have a theater at the Buena Park Mall. And I remember sitting there, and when that scene happened, I cried.
Me too, dude.
And I don't think I stopped crying for like a good 20 minutes. I'll tell you, I was like, what is going on?
Yep. You know what though? And I hope with that when they re-release it, that they like kind of don't use it or like fix the art a little bit. You know, so it's not just like, hey, I have the DVD or my VHS and I'm just going to put it in there and watch it. I hope they kind of remaster it so it looks a lot nicer.
I'm telling you, if it looks like that art right there on that article, I'm down.
Yeah. I'm a little mixed when it comes to them going back and touching up the stuff because of what they've done with Star Wars, where they've actually modified it and you can't get the original anymore. I kind of want them just don't fuck with it because then they'll change something.
Yeah. So why don't you do like if they had the, I don't know if they would have the budget, but for us diehards that grew up with it, put it up on the screen, just fix the colors, make everything like how it is now, and then if you wanted to take a different direction, then you go ahead and fix that up for people that are coming into Transformers, newcomers. Hey, you didn't watch this show or you didn't watch this movie back in the day like we did, because we're gonna want to see it that way, right? I know I'm gonna want to see it.
I think it'd be the other way.
Really? Okay.
I think the diehards would more want to see the original unfeathered version. I mean, don't get me wrong, I want to see it cleaned up too, but at the same time, with what's happened with like Star Wars and stuff, I just don't trust people.
I think they're talking about touching it up visually and modernizing the visuals instead of like actually touching the script or the the scenes or anything like that.
Don't touch the script, dude.
If they want to pop the colors,
yes,
that's one thing.
Yes.
If they want to do anything else, they can go fuck themselves.
Yeah. and you know what? I want to hear Leonard Nimoy's voice again.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Please.
If nobody knows, Leonard Nimoy was Unicron, right?
Yes.
Or was he Galvatron? Galvatron?
No, he was Unicron.
Okay,
yeah,
Unicron. Okay. Yeah, he was Unicron. So I mean, he's a legend in sci-fi, and if I want to say this was true, this is the first time a Star Trek actor came over to do this kind of crossover, right? Like, so that's nuts. That's like history right there.
They replaced Nimoy with Morgan Freeman. I would be down with that.
Oh, they better not.
I would be down with that.
No.
It would make me feel, oh, dude, we got shout out to Hyper Combo Comics is in the building.
What up,
my brother? Good to see you, bro. It's been a long time, man.
I'd rather have them replace Nimoy, or replace Freeman with Nimoy in like something else, like
the other way around.
Have Nimoy doing the voiceover in Lion King or something.
You got the touch. Yeah, dude, you got to hit that high note.
I know, with that guitar riff. I mean, oh my god, it was so 80s. I loved it.
Oh, dude, totally. It would be like Karate Kid, right? The inspirational guitar scene when he's training, like in the tournament.
I still remember when you first see Metroplex in there, and you realize it's Metroplex, right? Because it's just a city that they're all driving through, and then all of a sudden you go,
Orson Welles.
That's an actual. Okay. It's the actual city.
What up, C-list villains? Iman is in the building, man. We got Hidden Gems comics as well.
All right,
man.
so looks like thanks, Darren. I guess Orson Welles did Unicron. Then Leonard Nimoy then must have done
Galvatron. Yeah.
Galvatron?
See? Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Shout out to Darren.
Yeah.
All right, man. Appreciate it, Darren.
I knew it was one of the two.
Yeah, I was like, I thought it was
oh my god, it's Orson Welles' as Unicron. Come on.
Yes.
Hey, at least it wasn't Shatner.
That was funny.
Can you imagine it?
Oh man.
I can't
unhear that.
Okay, someone please dub in William Shatner's voice in there and just have him and Galvatron just going at it, please.
Oh my god. Somebody
scream.
get on that.
Oh, him. Galvatron.
Oh my god, dude, I'm dying. That was so great.
Oh, that's awesome. All right, and then to kind of move on, we kind of touched upon this. JR, do you want to? Oh my god!
Yeah.
Bro, I can hear it. Freaking JR, why?
Oh man,
I'm in tears right now, dude.
Now you're gonna have fan fiction going.
I need that shirt now, where just Shatner
dude.
and just goes, "Let's roll out."
I think Ultra just left the room.
Oh shit, dude! I'm in fucking tears, bro. All right, back on track, guys. Let's go.
Back on track.
Black Widow.
basically, Scarlett Johansson was supposed to get a whole bunch of money. She took a pay cut to do this movie with the promise of on the back end, when it comes out in theaters, that she would have all kinds of things where she basically got points on it. So if they made a certain amount of money, she got X amount of dollars. Well, as we all know, the movie came out, did really well in that first weekend, and tanked in the second weekend. One of the worst second weekends of any Marvel movie, because they did the home Disney thing, which, let's be honest, was the best deal possible for that movie for all of us. I know my comic shop, they had it and they were playing it every day all week long.
Smart.
So they got through that $30 like that. I've heard also the actress that was in Cruella that played the lead character in that had the same kind of deal. And she has jumped in on the same thing. So
there's an extra bonus here.
What's that?
Don't forget The Rock and Emily Blunt. They are on the verge of possibly doing the same thing as well.
Yeah, with Jungle Cruise Cruise that comes out this weekend. Far as Scarlett Johansson cares, I think her contract was up with Disney after this anyway, so she had nothing to lose by doing this. And I get it. It makes sense because she was supposed to get this big payday. Unfortunately for female actresses, the older they get, the less work they get. And she's not known to be extremely talented as an actress.
No. Don't. That's wrong.
Lost in Translation was awesome.
She's an Academy Award.
Yes. For what did she win an Academy Award? Nominee. What's
Lost in Translation?
Yep.
And then the Adam Driver movie. Am I correct?
Was she?
Oh, the Netflix one.
The Netflix one.
Yeah.
I don't remember her in the Netflix one.
Oh, she was good.
I've
seen it, but I heard good things.
I've never thought she was extremely talented. She's a decent actress.
But go watch that movie. Trust me, you will see a different side.
I think the running joke is that she just gets cast for roles that don't fit her.
Well, I remember she did Ghost in the Shell.
Yeah, that was one of the ones.
Don't count that. That's a mulligan. We'll give her a mulligan.
Yeah.
Well,
don't count that one.
But it's not anything about her acting. It's just that she isn't supposed to be in that role.
3? Well, she was a kid. She was a kid.
I know, but that cracks me up. The hyper that out.
You can't blame her. She's what, 14?
Hyper.
You're cold, people.
I'm just getting at the fact that a lot of female actors in general.
Oh my God.
But didn't Gal Gadot and also Patty Jenkins get paid an enormous amount of money for them to release Wonder Woman 1984, on HBO Max? I'm sure Marvel or Disney can just toss money and say here.
Let's explain exactly their contract, right? So when you make movies, there's a point system, okay? Because when you're making the movie, you want to make a movie within your budget. You're given a budget by the studio, and the only way you can work within that budget, when you have high caliber stars in there and you have all these high effects and these different locations and all these different costs that you add, you want to keep it under that budget so you can get that movie out as best you can. So as an actor, you take these deals where you get points on the back end. So when the movie is released, all the box office number adds to your points, right? So you get a certain percentage based on how many points is within your contract. It doesn't equal 100 points is 100%. It just, I don't know how their system works, but that's just the way it works. They get a back end portion. And so when you think about 23 different MCU movies that have averaged $1 billion. Okay, $1 billion.
It was a safe bet.
Stand to lose $50 million because they cut the legs under your movie.
Yeah.
Okay, they didn't give it a fair shake, a fair hand. They didn't renegotiate with her. You have a signed contract. If you don't honor the contract, then you're literally breaking the contract. So that's what they did.
Well, so couple things. First off, just because you get an Academy Award does not mean you're a great actress. Because what's her face?
You're not
from Ms. Marvel is not a good actress, and she's got an Academy Award. Who plays Captain Marvel?
Brie Larson.
Your favorite person, Brie Larson.
Yeah, she's not a good actress.
I think she's a good actor. She's not a great actor. She's a good actor.
Second off, at the time of her signing this contract, the idea of this type of thing was never even out there. And that's
right.
Part of the problem is, did they breach it?
Okay,
that's where it's kind of iffy. I get what you're saying, but it's iffy because no one even thought about it at the time.
See, Disney thinks that because the language is not within the contract, that they can breach it in this way. Okay. Whereas if you look at the numbers, and she can base it upon the 23 movies that were released, she can show that evidence, right? Here's the history of the movies that they made, averaging $1 billion. Let's say I get the lower end and get $700,000. I mean, 700 million, right? She's still going to make about $30 million to $35 million. Okay.
Jeff, I agree with you that she should get her money.
Right.
I'm not fighting you on that. What I'm saying is it's kind of up in the air. I get what you're saying, that Disney is pulling a fast one on her.
Right.
I'm not disputing you on that. The problem is that at the time, and also it's like saying a band from the 80s that made a record that now it all of a sudden became popular again, and it's being streamed. That's something that's never even thought of when they originally wrote that record. They should get money for. Yeah, they should get money, but at the same time, it wasn't thought of at the time. See what I'm saying?
Right, but you also have to look at it the way it's set up, because the box office way is if it goes to the box office, those numbers are counted because of the contract. Whereas the numbers that go for the premium go directly into the pocket of Disney. It is not shared by the movie theaters. It's not shared. The revenue is not shared with the actor or the director. And that's the problem.
And I totally get that.
Right.
But when the contract was written, this was not. No one had said, "Hey, what about if we do this down the road?" That's the issue.
Well, but here's the issue is they didn't renegotiate.
Right.
Because of that.
But at the same time, let's think about this from a big business point of view, not as caring human beings.
Right.
What they should have done is, as a human being, went, "Hey, we're about to screw you over. So here's a portion. We're going to give you a portion of the ticket sales for the at-home thing." As a big business, Disney doesn't do that. You got to remember, Disney will go to a hospital that's put up Disney characters and say, "We're going to sue you guys if you don't pay over that."
You're right.
Disney doesn't give a fuck. And I mean, I agree with you.
They will when they lose.
I think the thing that
lose
breaks all that is what Phil commented. They've approached Disney multiple times with concerns prior to this.
Yep.
And they were reassured that she would get paid the money that she was supposed to.
And they did wait until theaters opened up.
To the point where the Patty Jenkins and the Wonder Woman and the Gal Gadot, that did happen. They did renegotiate their contract. It was the same kind of contract, points on the back end. They had to renegotiate because that whole bad, news that they got, that media spin that they had to do, they had to renegotiate. They negotiated with them. I want to say they negotiated with them, and they were the only ones they negotiated with before they screwed up and made a unilateral decision.
Yeah, because I know also if you go back to HBO, a lot of the directors, like I remember the director for Dune was saying, "This is bullshit."
Christopher Nolan,
right? Christopher Nolan and stuff. And I never heard them on the back end go, "Hey, we're gonna renegotiate or anything." No.
So they did eventually go. So the Gal Gadot and the Patty Jenkins thing was already renegotiated. That was done before they did the news thing. They went back, and I'm sure they talked to many of them because they've done the day-and-day release. So the only way to compensate them, you have to compensate these guys because you're not just working with just actors and directors. You got other production studios involved too.
Mm-hmm.
And that's big business. People who are fronting money to produce this for your distribution we're talking billions of dollars.
No, and I agree. And for what Copy is saying, I agree that the good thing to do, the right thing to do is Disney to go, hey, here's the money.
Right.
Well, also, I wonder if she's gotten screwed out of this, who else, that was part of the movie got screwed on the money, like down to like those smaller pieces of the production team. Was anybody?
A lot of people did. And I mean, and the thing is, it all depends. What does Disney want to do? Because at the same time, too, is do they want to work with Scarlett Johansson again? Do they want to work with The Rock again? Do they want to work with Emma Watts again?
Well, this is hard because Disney, this is Marvel and Disney, right? So Disney owns Marvel, but Marvel is technically worked separately.
Right.
Okay. And the fact that she doesn't necessarily work for Disney, she works for Marvel, but the Disney is the parent company. So there's this gray area, right? And that's why Disney can separate themselves and say, F you, we got the upper hand. We got our lawyers. They said we can do this. Too bad. Go ahead, bring it on. And they kind of did that when they rebutted to the story that they were going to get sued. What they said was absolutely unprofessional and classless. They told a story where they released the amount of money she already made for the movie as if she doesn't deserve more and has not earned more.
Right.
So you're making her look bad by telling everyone, oh, so she's already made $20 million. Oh, poor boo-hoo Scarlett Johansson, she doesn't get more money. Right? And then you add to the fact that, I lost my train of thought here, but it's just they literally called her out
to be the bad guy.
Yeah.
On top of that, they brought up the whole pandemic thing. Now that is low class. 100%. To blame her for trying to, I guess, endanger people's lives on purpose. I'm sorry, Disney, you still released the damn movie in theaters. Why is she culpable for that? What does that have to do with her contract? You signed that contract in 2017, regardless of the pandemic. It has nothing to do with the release of the movie. Okay, if you wanted to hold out until you hold out a year and a half to release that movie during a pandemic, and then you release the movie and go, we're going to half-ass it and cut your legs from under you. That's dirty.
No,
that's foul.
No one's saying it's not dirty.
Right.
No one's saying that. The thing is that as of right now, there is no precedent for it. There is the clear conscious thing of Disney should step up and go, you know what? We fucked you. Here's your money. But as of right now, there is nothing legally Disney has to do unless a court says otherwise.
Right.
Disney could basically go, well, tough fucking shit. You're not doing any more movies with us anyway. We don't give a damn. And this is how we're going to do it. But I think this is probably going to go to court, and she's probably going to win. She's probably going to win. And this is going to set a precedent for future contracts.
Right.
Because now you got to put into that contract with HBO and Paramount and Disney, because they're all putting movies out on their own streaming services. You got to put in there, hey, I get points as part of the home thing too. If it goes direct to home same day, or it has to wait a certain period of time, like they usually do with pay-per-view movies or on-demand movies.
See, I think go ahead.
I was going to say, I think one of the biggest things that rings true in the chat, I mean, everybody's on fire, man. You guys are all killing it. I'm looking at all these comments, and everybody's bringing some valid points, but this is one that sticks out to me the most, and I think everybody can attest to it. Everybody wants and should get paid for their work. Pay the woman. That straight up.
Man.
You're on the clock. They're your contractor. You're doing the job. You're doing a great job. You shouldn't be, like the climate shouldn't affect you in that sense. That is the company's problem.
But
and
when you're a big business and you have the upper hand, just because you have the upper hand doesn't make it right. Okay, but legally it could be right. I'm not saying legally they have a leg to stand on. Right? There's nothing to say they couldn't stream it at the same time. I believe it's just because of the box office numbers, right? So, but the problem is you have a social aspect to this, right? You've got everyone looking at you who votes with their money, right?
Optically, it's bad for them.
Yeah, optically, it's way bad for them. It's not just they're screwing over an actor. In this time, this counts that she's a woman.
Right.
This absolutely counts that she is a woman. I don't care how political you want to make it. I'm not trying to make it political.
No,
I'm just saying it's the climate.
They did the same thing with with Cruella. I
Right.
mean, the same thing. Yeah. No, I get optically, they look like shit stains.
Mm-hmm.
But my look at it is, I'm looking at it going, we've known for a while that something like this, theoretically, stuff like this could happen.
Right.
This was not put into the contract. No one thought to go, hey, what should we do there? Unfortunately, Disney found a loophole to screw her over. Do I think it's right? No. But it is a loophole that they found.
Yeah.
Now, I think she and The Rock will probably be the last one that gets screwed over in this sense. And it may be, and this is going to sound weird, but it may be a good thing that The Rock gets screwed over, because then he goes to DC and makes sure DC does damn good movies to blow the shit out of Marvel in the long run, because he won't work with DC anymore or work with Disney anymore.
All right, guys. All right. So let's just move on. I think we've talked about this.
This is great. This is great, guys.
For a while. No, it's a great topic. I mean, don't get me wrong. This is great. But I'm in the camp. It's just like just pay the woman and be done.
Yep.
So this is just kind of weird. So this is I don't know. I don't want to say late breaking, but I was just on Yahoo, like at 6:15. Yeah. And this was like front and center. Just basically saying that Shuri is going to be the new Black Panther. So I wanted to get your take on it, because I know we've kind of talked about this in the past about maybe Shuri would kind of get the Black Panther mantle, but not happen in the second movie. Maybe in the third one, as she evolves and as a Queen of Wakanda. But then
she
also
was like third act.
Yeah, and they also too that they kind of mentioned that Tenoch Huerta is going to play the Submariner. So, what do you guys think about all this stuff?
Get them books ready.
I don't know what to think. Honestly,
I mean, I think we've been calling it for a while that Shuri would get it, but it would be like the third act. It would be like Michael B. Jordan would come back as Killmonger, or somebody else would take over the mantle and then die. And then they'd have her at the end of the movie basically take the mantle. Like somebody would kind of train her, and she would follow underneath him, and then she would end up becoming at the very end of it. So to me, it's not anything new, but it all depends also. Yeah, the contradicting with that of.
But even if she's taking up the mantle, she doesn't necessarily have to end up calling herself Black Panther. That might be their way around that.
Well, and I thought they said that they weren't going to recast
T'Challa.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
I don't think they ever said Black Panther.
Right. The Black Panther is a mantle that gets handed down.
Yeah.
We've already established that since Civil War.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I can totally see Killmonger coming back, getting resurrected, which has happened in the comics, and then Shuri fighting him for the mantle towards and getting it towards the end. Somewhere in there,
want to do that again though.
The Submariner causing issues that maybe unites them or something instead of fighting.
Yeah. See, I think he'll die again at the end, sacrifice himself to save Shuri.
So I would agree. I would agree. That would make more sense.
I think this is one of those weird ones. So I've always said that Feige has his plan. He had his 5-year plan. There are no mutants. There are no Fantastic Four within any of it. No characters related to them. They're not going to be in any of those movies. This might be the exception. And here's why. When Chadwick Boseman passed away, they gave him the opportunity to rewrite the movie. This is after Feige said all of that. Mm-hmm. You actually have an opportunity to rewrite it. That's why Namor might be in it. That's why there's these huge rumors where he's going to be the quote-unquote first mutant in the MCU. Because I'm telling you right now, unless Ursa Bear turned into a bear, or unless they actually say Wanda is an actual mutant, he actually still might be the first mutant in the MCU, which will fit the way that maybe Feige's plan wanted to be, right? Follow the comics a little.
I think he's always had Namor pinned for the second one, though. Because he dropped Atlantis in Winter Soldier?
Right, but here's the thing, that he might not have been a mutant at the time.
Yeah, that might be the case.
Right. This might actually be, he's the mutant. He's going to be a first mutant. They're going to actually acknowledge it. And on top of that, I mean, look at the connection with Black Panther. You've got Storm, who was in Egypt, stealing, right? You've got the Shadow King. So there's all these connections that are in Africa as well, these elements. And so there's anything could be done now. Like there's so much that they can open up to. This might be the first mutant in the MCU, and we got it within the 5 years that he said we weren't going to have it.
No.
And I think that's a great mutant to bring in too. Like not necessarily directly connected to the X-Men and all of that. A way to bring in mutants without making that huge connection.
Right.
Well, he was an X-Men at one time.
But he doesn't, typically spend his time with the X-Men team.
And you don't have to explain where the hell he's been. He does not give a crap about the air dwellers, like the land dwellers, right? He doesn't give a crap about that world. He's underwater. Who cares?
He's hanging out for a while.
Exactly.
And he makes perfect sense as the villain, because you can then turn around to be like they like to switch and be a good guy and do a follow-up movie with him.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. I would even, the way I would kind of write it is Boseman's T'Challa has passed away from some kind of battle. They don't know how. They don't know who he was battling. Then there's this there's a funeral. There's this mystery. You've got M'Baka involved. He might be a suspect. Do they still think Killmonger's still alive? Could he have killed him? Right? Like all these, it could be a mystery. And then the whole thing is to lead up to her taking the mantle and finding out that it was Atlantis and Namor. And there's just going to be this huge rivalry between Wakanda and Atlantis now.
So also we're getting Wakanda Forever, the TV show.
Mm-hmm.
Which is coming first?
Oof.
Does anyone know?
I would say
I think the TV show may be coming first.
Because they may end up addressing him dying in the TV show.
And that's a good point to bring up, because it does say that the main villain in Wakanda Forever is Namor.
Right.
Not in.
So that's another thing.
Well, but Black Panther, is it? Did he say Wakanda Forever in the show?
I thought the TV show was called Wakanda Forever.
Yeah, that's
But so is the movie.
Oh, wait.
I don't think the movie is called Wakanda Forever.
It's Wakanda Forever is the movie.
Then what was the show? It's something with Wakanda, and it might not be Wakanda Forever. Why do they got to use similar names?
Hey, chat, help us out.
Check the Google.
Wakanda.
They're like it's Wakanda right now.
Wakanda in the future.
Right now. Yeah, right.
That's right.
Is it just Wakanda?
I'm pretty sure it's Wakanda
No,
forever.
Wakanda
If
world.
you guys, they're Wakanda world.
Well, I mean,
I
at
love
least
it.
I'm doing the
It could be World of Wakanda. It could be the show.
Oh, okay.
maybe because I'm doing the Google search right now, and when I type in Wakanda, it goes Black Panther Wakanda Forever 2022 film.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I guess maybe Late Night is correct. It could be World of Wakanda is the show.
Mm-hmm.
Possibly.
Good God, man!
I can't wait for both of them.
We are dropping.
Oh, I mean,
Okay. All right, so Wakanda Forever is the movie.
Yeah.
Hotel Wakanda.
Hotel Wakanda.
Starring Don Cheadle.
Yes,
Hyper.
Hyper.
Yeah, look at that.
Oh,
Coming
God.
back. Love it.
That's funny as hell.
Oh
All
god.
right, guys.
Oh,
So just trying to to speed things along.
Crossover.
It is getting late. I don't want to keep
Got it.
sparks up. It's late on that East Coast.
Yes,
Let's just
sir.
quickly kind of go over comic book covers. Just pick our favorites, and then we can roll into what we got coming up next. So here we go. What do you guys think? Which is your favorite?
JTC. That's it,
Those
dude.
are amazing.
Negatives. I gotta peep them.
Was that
I will
August
say-
5th, right?
August 5th, guys.
Yeah.
6 p.m.
I will
Eastern?
say in the negatives,
Yes, sir.
he's doing like a CGC version of them for like dirt cheap. I mean, it's still because like $25 for the normal, but I want to say it was like $90 for the CGC signed one. I think it was.
I don't know. I'm getting all three, so it doesn't matter.
Me too. Me too.
Yeah. I don't
too.
know. I
I
want the,
JTC. Take my money.
Yeah.
I
throw
know
right
I'm
at
getting the Sith one. I'm getting
So-
that one.
I
Which
haven't
one are you
ordered
getting,
any
bro?
of these.
The Sith one on the top row.
Oh, you got the shadow, the mic,
I got
the mic.
Yeah, I
menu?
got the shadow. I got the normal. I want to find that Something That's Killing Children. That
Yeah,
next
the
to
Miko.
it.
Yeah, the Miko Swarm. Yeah,
Well, I feel like didn't they do that cover already? And are they just doing like a color splash version of it now?
Yeah,
The
this was a con variant.
Ricky P.
Okay.
Something like some
Conrad.
sort of like Mad Cow Comic Con or something like that.
Darren.
Well,
That's
before-
where that Something That Killing the Children came from.
Okay.
The
Okay.
one before they did it without the mask, I believe, or it was like a different color, because it was issued
It had
like.
color.
Well, they
Yeah,
have the
yeah, it
black
had
and white
color.
one too,
Okay.
but they have because they did it because I got the black and white one on this one, I believe, the blood splatter. But I want to say it was
Okay.
like the mask was white instead of black. I think.
Could be.
All I know is I want that, dude. I missed on the original that he put out, but that black and white
Yeah.
one, dude. If I could keep it,
You got a
I'll
great
definitely jump
great
on it.
Ivy cover there too for the Fear State, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
The
Yeah,
Magneto
it's
one was pretty cool looking
sexy.
too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, Trials of Magneto. Yeah, dude.
You
What
know
about that dead box, dude? That dead box looks like a VHS movie, like one of them
Yeah.
old school like 80 horrors flicks that you would have seen. You know that you would have
I'm
probably.
looking forward to that series.
Me too, dude. I'm on
I had
it.
not seen that cover though.
That's Sanctum Centaurium.
Give me all the redheads.
Is it Hack? Is that who the artist is on that one?
I'm sorry.
Hack? Isn't he the one who does a lot of that style with Sanctum Sanctorum?
I think so. Let me check.
That might
I
be
was
who it
looking
is.
at it earlier.
And then that Zoe Lachey right next to that is just
Oh yeah, fire.
Joker and Harley.
Yes, that puzzle box. There's so many store exclusives. It's nuts. But that one looks really good.
I like the DOT on the bottom right.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that was
Yeah.
Comic Mint.
Comic Man.
It just recently passed on Friday, I believe, right?
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah.
You know what though? But I'm also getting those like I think this is Frankie and Golden Apple Comics at Vampirilla.
Oh yeah.
I'm
Going right
kinda
above
digging it. Yeah.
They put an ass on the cover. You're there.
Well, I am an ass man. What can I say?
How could you not, man? How could you not?
I know.
I think the chat is in love with that JTC, man. You got a man Hood Red over here taking the green one. the
And
green
of
one,
note,
the
that
box.
white one, the eyes are white too.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
It different eyes on that one. So
So I
Wait,
just think
that
the
Boba
face is
cover's sick,
off on
too.
those ones.
Is that Jean Grey? Are they still available?
No,
They are
it's
released
August
yet.
5th. August 5th.
August 5th.
And it's going to be one per person.
Yeah.
Make sure to sign up.
6 Eastern.
Go to his website.
Yep.
And sign up and everything, because you have to have a Shopify account and all that stuff.
Oh, I got all that already.
Yeah.
Right, but I mean, sign up also through JTC's account to make it faster.
Oh, I got you.
Real quick.
Okay. Yeah, I almost,
you damn right.
I almost grabbed the Mayhew. I had it in my cart, and I was like, I'm trying to cut back on store exclusives. And
me too, bro.
The only reason I got that is because it's the first Sith on the cover.
Exactly. That's the reason why I want it, and I love his shadow variants.
Yep.
Yeah. And I've gotten every
This one is the best one, dude.
For $50, it just kills me.
I know.
Yeah.
That's why I have to pull the trigger.
Shout out to Dan Delatto.
Yeah, I'll wait on that. I definitely want to get the Phoenix one. So,
yep.
Just
get on JTC's website. Make sure you sign up for that newsletter, because that is how he's going to be notifying everybody when these are going to be available. So you definitely want to sign up just to make sure that you have a shot at getting these, because these are definitely going to sell out.
That's a pro tip for you guys.
Bam.
The more you know. The more you know.
That's it, man. My man drops it with the more you know.
Star.
There we go. All right. So just to kind of continue on, what do you got going on, Sparks? What's next?
Tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern time. We got our live show for the 750 subscriber giveaway going on over on You Promised Me Comics. Lots of good prizes. White issue #1 first print's the kind of the top prize. So some indie comics there. Caroline's got that Jen Bartel Silk #1 cover in the prizes also. We've got lots of things for the people in the live chat, in addition to the people who have dropped comments on the video. So if you haven't entered already, go to the channel, drop a comment on the entry video. You got to leave the hashtag You Promised Me Comics 750, and that gets you entered into the giveaway.
So Sparks, do you want to say the time one more time?
9 p.m. Eastern time.
All right, so 9 p.m. Eastern, guys, that is 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So make sure that you guys head over to You Promised Me Comics, their YouTube channel, and get ready for some goodies.
Yeah, and then I don't have a thumbnail for this yet because I just set this up today. But on Thursday this week, we're gonna have Joe Carolla, who is the writer of Beck Star, on the channel. Thursday, I don't remember what time we set up, so hopefully not the same time you guys are going on. I believe it's before you guys go on, though. I believe it's 8 p.m. Eastern. We'll have the time tomorrow for you guys, but that should be before you guys go live for the mail call show.
Congrats, brother. Congrats.
Yeah, so wrap up right in between that. I think No Good's doing his Thursday thing.
Yeah, the oh my God, Jesus Christ.
Whatever the Thursday thing he does with Just a Rican and John's Comics
lineup,
Comics Kings.
Lineup. Got it.
But it'll be right between him and you guys.
Okay.
So
and then I also did put Sparks's show, You Promised Me Comics, in the live chat. So make sure you sub him up.
Yeah, he's at 792, guys.
Yep.
Let's get him up to 1,000 quickly.
Tag Team Thursdays. It's Tag Team Thursday. Thank you, JD. Thank you, brother.
Thank you.
All
My
right.
brain was just
apologies.
Not working.
Yeah, mine too, right? Mine too.
And then for us, actually, it looks like we'll be moving the show back to its originally scheduled time at 5:30 Pacific Standard Time. So thank you very much, Jeremy.
That's why I said the original time was good.
The original time was 5:30.
5:30 tomorrow, guys.
It was 5:30, and now we're changing it. And we changed it because you were like, "Oh, our show's at 5:30."
No,
but now we're gonna change it back.
I said it. You guys had that that 30-minute window there, and your shows were always 30 minutes. So I was like, that's perfect. We'll be good.
But just so you guys know, like, you know, we're all comic family here. Like, we didn't have a problem moving our show for Sparks because it is such a big deal for him, you know, to get 750 subs. It's a milestone. You know, Sparks has been with us from day one, and we thank him for coming on our show and just being such a great person for the community. So
And
yeah,
Caroline.
we moved it,
And
now
Caroline,
we're moving back to the originally scheduled time.
That's why I was trying to tell you it was good. You didn't need to move it.
No, but
it sounds like comic code, like culture clash.
Don't worry, Sparks. Cyclops says it all the time.
We didn't
I
have a
appreciate
problem.
it so much.
Like Eric the Phoenix, much love, Eric. Thank you. Like, he was just like, hey,
I love you guys.
let's just change it. You know, I mean,
We love you too, bro.
Sparks is fam. Carolyn's fam. We don't have a problem.
I appreciate you guys because that was comedy.
Yeah, so family talk.
That's what we're here for. We're bringing the comedy.
That's right. That's right.
Wouldn't
We'll
change it
be
for Jeff,
back to our originally scheduled time at 5:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, right before Sparks's 750 subscriber giveaway. So you catch our show and then immediately jump over to Sparks. We'll make sure to put all the information in the live chat, so it'll make it nice and easy for you guys to jump over to Sparks' channel to see him and Caroline.
Just make it nice and neat.
And we'll give it a kind of a slow start to the giveaways at the beginning. Make sure you guys got plenty of time to get in and all. So we'll
there you go, love all the way around.
But we'll go slow at the beginning, and then we'll start hitting those giveaways.
Thanks a lot, Jeremy. Appreciate it. Then here we go.
Get him with it, bro.
So we got The More You Know. It's going to be Tuesday, 3 p.m. It's going to be Speculating 101. And it's just, again, just trying to be helpful, trying to get the community just more savvy, just more knowledge, because information is just widely available. Just kind of want you guys to understand where to go and kind of just make up your own minds. And, you know, it's a lot of speculators out there will just put, hey, buy this, but not giving any valid reasons. I want to make sure that everybody has that same knowledge and be able to put two and two together and kind of walk through it and think things through, so they're not chasing after everything and just kind of are set already. I mean, speculating and doing this kind of stuff really isn't about like ownership or anything. It's just knowledge and just doing research and just having all this information and just putting it to use. So this is what this show will do. It should be a quick 45 minutes to an hour. Definitely, if you guys have the time or have any questions, drop in the live chat, shoot them up to me. I'll be more than happy to kind of help out and answer. And if you guys feel like you want to be on the show, just let me know. I am always available to have you guys just come on if you want to talk speculating. Let's just do it.
Can we speculate about Scarlett Johansson's career?
There you go. We can even do that. And then, Steve, you want to take this one?
Oh, you already know, man. Tuesday, mark your calendar, 7 p.m. PST. You got the bottom half, the better half. And, man, we can't wait. You got them 12 through 21 comics all rounded up by a list divvied up from cover price, man. And I would look at JR and be like, go ahead and read it, JR. But, yo, we got some things in the work, guys. You know, we got some things in the works. My man Hood Rat over there is working on some things and concocting some newer ideas. So you guys be ready. I mean, I'm telling you guys, this year has been epic, dude. And we're coming up with different shows and really different new ideas. Collaborating with the community has been the best part because they're family. Everybody in the chat, man, is family, man, friends. And, you know, this has been a great ride, and we're just kind of bringing in more shows as we go along. We would love for you guys to come on, be a guest. You know, we've seen my man Jeff, we've seen my man Sparks on these shows, and we're just trying to kind of bring everybody into the fray. We want to make sure that this is all about a unity thing, and man, get you some bottom half, because get those books before they blow up. And if not, you know, because my man Copy 801s goes 0 for 12. Be a savvy saver. That's all I gotta say. Be a savvy
we love you,
Smith.
copy.
The list could
and
be
he
all
gets-
DC too, and he'd still go 0 for 12.
And he gets so excited when he gets one. Just the
Yo,
one,
no.
too.
Yo, when I see the zero and numbers coming in, dude, I just want to like die of laughter because I'm like, my man Copy's like, hell no. You gotta respect him, man. You gotta.
We
respect
need to put
my
like
man.
a Chewy box as number like 13 or something. Then he would have it.
Yeah,
So,
man.
um,
Look at-
Hood Rat always says, FOMO is real, right? So if you catch these guys' shows, especially the spec, the more you know, the bottom half, guess what? You're not going to get FOMO. You're going to have the knowledge.
Yeah.
And when you have more knowledge, you don't have FOMO because you realize how many different spec keys there are out there.
Oh,
You
yeah.
miss one, there's 20 other. You're going to be good. Don't get the FOMO.
Also, it's not on the list, but I will be dropping a Star Wars this week with Kev from Kev Collectibles from New Zealand. I had issues with my eyes this week. That's why I'm in glasses. Haven't been able to edit all weekend. So it'll be edited this week, though.
You look sophisticated, bro. Like, I'm
What
like
do I
ready
look
for
like,
calculus
you said,
problem.
Alonzo?
Like, okay, so JR without glasses, he looks like a vato. JR with glasses, I'm like, JR, dude, you look Asian. You're my Asian brother right now. You got the Fu Manchu. I'm like,
Man, diverse.
I
Man,
am probably
diverse, bro.
whiter than Sparks. I probably make Sparks look a little bit brown. That's how white I am.
And I'm pretty white.
Shout out to Alex Garcia, man.
I'm so white I can reflect the sun. That's how white
Kill
I am.
you.
see,
I'm
look
not-
at. We got
I'm-
Hyper going yes, and also Eric. He's like, yeah, look at that.
So I got
That totally
Superman
makes
beat,
sense.
is what you're saying? I can go from Asian to Mexican?
See,
Yeah,
I once I got
orale.
like these bigger frame glasses, I realized how Superman can be Clark Kent. I'm like,
See?
Right?
Whoa,
Who am I?
All- that's it, man. All of a sudden,
Wow.
all of a sudden, sparks go flying through the roof, ready to save the day, man. Jesus Christ!
Yeah.
What kind of superhero thing am I going to be? Pepe or something like that? They got to come up with dude. I'm going to be freaking Reptile, dude. That's the new guy I'm going to be.
Reptile.
Yeah, Reptile. There you go.
Oh, no.
There you go.
There you go.
Or possibly not, because I can't even pronounce it.
Oh, look at that. Hyper's like he's gonna be the Vato's accountant.
Nice. Dude.
That is my day job.
There you go.
Oh, you and me both, my friend. You and me both.
All right, gents. I think Sunday has been a close. It's been a great show, guys. I gotta echo everybody's sentiments in the group chat. We've had a great conversation. This has been a great time. I'm happy to be back. There's more in the works, guys. I got to tell you, there's more in the works. We are coming in full-fledged and ready to rock and kick Sunday's ass and the rest of the week's ass and take some names. So with that being said, yo, who wants to take us out, Team Nerd Herd style, guys?
Well,
Let's
can I
wrap it.
pause it for 1 sec?
You sure the hell can, brother?
Don't forget, we still have hats to buy. Hit us up. We've also
Get
got the
them snappies.
t-shirts you can find on our website. Go grab those. We love seeing them at the cons this weekend, all the Trificon
yeah.
people. I think we all love seeing our shirts showing up there. Spine Ticks, I know I saw a couple of theirs. Obviously,
3 Minute
no
Basement,
comments.
Principal
3 Minute
Defects,
Basement.
Comics. My man Morbius, man, there were shirts on shirts on shirts, bro.
Why don't we let you do it, Steve? Since you
Oh,
have been
thank
gone like all week and haven't done it.
That is true. That is
Yeah.
true.
All right, y'all. With that being said, if you guys want to do it right, collect what you like. Much love to you guys. Thanks for rolling with us for the late evening, and go ahead and kick next week's ass like it owe you some money. Peace.